Hello, Jared here once again with the amazing staff out here at Vesica Piscis Wedding Chapel, Judy and Crystal. And today we're talking about the caterer for your wedding.
Yes.
And we're just going to dive right in here. Crystal, how early on in the planning process should they be booking or at least looking into finding the caterer for them?
Well, probably about the 12 to 6 month mark, about the same time that you're getting your venue picked out. A lot of the venues do have catering included in their packages. We do here at Vesica Piscis Chapel. So again, if your venue includes it, it's not something you're going to have to search for. We do allow outside catering. We just require that they be licensed and insured, and we just ask that they get approved by the chapel. And we're happy to show them around and make them familiar with the kitchen and the space that we have for them to prep.
Yeah.
But we do have the option of catering in-house with our caterer that does a wonderful job for us.
That's great. That's great. And I know that's one thing to take into consideration. A lot of places, or at least here in Tulsa and the surrounding area, is several venues actually have in-house caterers and won't allow you to bring an outside. But you said here at Vesica, you have an in-house, but at the same time, if they want to bring someone in, you guys allow that as long as they're, like you said, licensed, insured, and approved by the chapel.
Absolutely.
You'll allow the outside catering.
Yes.
Which is great. That's great. And then when it comes down to picking the caterer, obviously this is one of everybody's favorite topics is food. But what are some things to look for in that? Just in terms of, Judy, why don't you take this one? What are some things to look for in choosing your caterer?
Well, it depends on, how high end you want, and, do you want the people to know what they're eating, or do you want them to, you want to feel real comfortable is what I'm trying to say. And you need to decide if you want to do an entree. Usually an entree will come with an entree, 2 sides, 2 salads, a roll. Or do you want to do heavy hors d'oeuvres? And basically they're the same. They're both meals. But it's just, it's all a matter of preference. I will tell you on caterers, normally if you do a sit-down dinner, it will be several dollars. I mean, it could be $8 to $10 higher per person to have a sit-down dinner.
Yeah.
And our experience here, we've only done that a couple of times, and we've decided it's not a fit for us. First of all, most of our guests, of our brides and grooms, they prefer to choose what they're eating. They want to be able to pick up a plate and go through the buffet line and choose what they want. They just don't want it sit down in front of this, and this is what you're going to eat type thing.
Sure.
So that's what our experience has been.
Well, and you guys have this down to a science out here. I mean, everything just runs so well out here that the buffet style just works
here.
It works very, very well here.
It does.
And then in terms of, and I know we're kind of short on time here, but just a couple of things I know we've talked about before in terms of assigned seating. I know this kind of ties into the food and that kind of thing. Do you recommend doing assigned seating?
No, we really don't, because it is very confusing when they're coming in, and plus most of the guests don't want assigned seating. They don't want to be told where they're going to be sitting.
Right.
We do reserved tables, which we think that's a very good idea, so that the bride and groom and the wedding party and the family has a place to sit when they come in after pictures.
Absolutely.
But as far as assigned seating, we certainly will accommodate if our bride and grooms choose to do that.
Right.
But we really don't recommend it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Only because the guests don't like it.
And I know I've seen it done a few times out here, and you guys definitely just rock and roll with whatever comes up. But at the same time, it does seem to take a significant amount of time longer to get everyone in and get them seated and that kind of thing when you do the assigned seating. And
so that's just our recommendation.
Sure, is to not do it.
Yes.
But so anyways, when choosing your caterer, obviously whatever's the right fit for you. But like she was saying, just make sure you get out there, taste all the different foods, and find the fit that's best for you. Other than that, if you have any more questions or concerns, you can always go to VesicaPiscisChapel.com. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter. And until next time, we'll see you later.